Hey, 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 how are you? How are you? I am Wanza Leftwich, and this is the Courageous Believers broadcast. I'm like super excited. I have not been live in a long time. And so I wanted to come live tonight, catch up a little bit, and then talk about some things that we have going on this year at the Courageous Believer. So I'm super excited. So share the broadcast. If you are watching with me live, if you are watching the replay, please feel free to comment hashtag replay so I can know that you are on. I'm super excited. Tell someone that I'm on. I'm actually going to take a minute to share. Hey, Oprah. Hey, Faith. It's been a minute since I've been on. So we gotta catch up, y'all. Gotta catch up. Got some exciting announcements. And so I'm going to share to my pages. Um hey Sharon. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm starting early. This is my birthday behavior going on. So let me Hey, 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 how are you? Oh, wait, that's me. So the sound is good. All right, so let me just share to everywhere, right? I haven't been on this so long that I want to make sure that everybody knows that I am on. All right, and if you can share it as well, I greatly appreciate it. Um, I think I shared it to my page. Y'all help me. Did I share it to my page? Hey, everybody. Thank you, Oprah. Hey, India. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, India. Hey, Leash. What's going on? It's birthday behavior. We acting up. We cutting up. Birthday behavior all the way. All the way. All the way. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to. I ain't been on it so long. I don't forgot how to share. Forgot how to share to my own page. Hold on. 1 second. Right post. Oh, okay, here we go. I think I shared it to myself the first time. All right. So, hey, everybody. Hey, Tracy Lee. Hey, hey, hey. Listen. All right. So, y'all know how we do, right? This is the Courageous Believers broadcast, and we help you get this money thing straight. And so, we help you use your God given talents, gifts, and abilities to increase your income, eradicate your debt if you have some, and to fulfill your kingdom assignment. So, I am so excited, right? I'm so excited to be with. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm gonna act new. I'm gonna act new. That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna act new. Um, so I did get my hair cut. So it's not a wig. It's I did the big chop. And so I actually was growing it out for like the last maybe 2 or 3 years. My hair was like all the way down my back. And so I told my kids, I said, I'm gonna cut it. And they're like, Mom, we've never seen you with hair this short. I said, Oh no, I had hair this short before you guys were born and when you were little. Y'all just don't remember. And so, hey, Lady McCants, how you doing? so, so I just went back. I went back. This is actually how I used to wear my hair in college, and my Philly days and things like that. And I just, yeah, Alicia, stop it with the new. So I'm excited, y'all. So let's catch up. So um let's jump back, right? So if you guys remember, I was going strong in November. It's a record breaking November, and God did exactly what he said he would do, right? And so It was great, right? I actually, in the month of November, I did 90. Y'all hear me? 90 live videos. 90, like 90, not nine, but 90. I was doing 3 videos a day, and it was a personal challenge for me. Like, nobody told me to do it, nobody prophesied it to me. My business coach didn't tell me, Lady McCants, you acting up. My business coach didn't tell me to do it. It was just something that I wanted to do, to expand, right? And to hold myself accountable. So I did 90. Yes, 90. Thank you, Faith. And so what happened, I did 90. And November 30th, I met my goal. I would do Hey Katrina, I would do the videos 3 times a day. We did Courageous Confessions, which, by the way, that book is still free. I decided to let that book be free. A lot of people downloaded that book that month, and thank you, Lady McCants. A lot of people downloaded the book. People are still downloading it. If you want to download it, you can go to bit.ly/, declare the word. I'll put the link in the comments. It's absolutely free. And so we were saying our confessions twice a day, and then we were doing a business segment, right? The Courageous Believers Show. And so that happened all of November. I was excited, and then December hit. December hit. My last live, I believe, was December 1st. And I had planned to do the same thing. I said, well, I don't have to do 3 times a day, but I'm definitely going to do the Courageous Believer. And then something just kind of happened. It wasn't like I fell off. And so please don't think I fell off, because if you guys know me, y'all know I didn't fall off. I was working in the background with my clients. But the second week in December, so I'm just catching you guys up at what was going on and why I have been missing. So the second week in December, we went to North Carolina. We had a conference with our church in North Carolina. And in North Carolina, I felt okay. You know, I'm the one that's kind of pushes, and I just push through anything. And so, but lo and behold, I was not okay. And I had some clues. I was very thirsty, going to the bathroom very often. And so if anybody knows those signs, that's signs that your sugar level is high. And so, but me, I'm a worker. I worked, I presented during that weekend. I was very excited. My bishop, I was honored to be on his platform for one of our first conference, Southern District Conference for the Global Alliance. I didn't take it lightly, and I was just happy to be there, right? But in between presentations and doing all that, I'm just running to the bathroom. I'm just being honest. And so we fly back. Things. There was a lot of turbulence, and so I felt like I didn't feel well once we got off the plane. So I just chalked it up to the turbulence and things like that. So that was Monday when we returned, Monday night, and then on Tuesday, I was supposed to go to my doctor anyway, but I knew before I went back to my doctor, I had to do some blood work. So Tuesday, I said, I don't feel like going, but I said, I'll get up early Wednesday morning and I'll go, right? And so I said, all right, Art, my husband, Arthur, I said, all right, I'm going to go Wednesday morning. So he drove me, because what happened, no, that was Tuesday. So Wednesday morning, he drove me about 7 o'clock in the morning. I got there and took the test, right? And then came home. That Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday. Came home and because I don't think we had pantry, something like that. So I came home. But anyway, long story short, still thirsty. And on that Wednesday, I just kept eating everything. And then I had to stop myself from eating because I said, this doesn't seem right. Something is wrong because I'm not getting full. I'm thirsty and I'm drinking everything from juice to water to more water to a gallon. And I'm still I said, something is wrong. I'm going to stop eating right now because this is not right. I've already eaten enough for like 2 or 3 days and I'm still hungry. So I stopped eating, didn't feel that great, but I said, okay. The next morning, went to sleep that night. The next morning, woke up to the phone ringing, and it was my doctor on my cell phone. I knew right then and there. I said, okay, this is not good news. I said, this is not good news. Even though my doctor is personable, he will call, or his assistant, but I knew that this was not good news. So he answered the phone. Y'all don't mind if I testify, do you? Let me testify. He answered the phone and he said, I answered the phone and he says, Miss Leftwich, And I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm okay. And so he says, well, Miss Leftwich, I just got your blood work back and I need you to go to the ER right now. And so when your doctor calls and says you need to go to the ER right now, I knew that this was not good. He was like, so he told me, he said, your sugar is very high. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Lady McCann. He said, your sugar is very high. He said, actually, your sugar is 541. And he said, normal range is between 70 to 90. I need you to get to the ER right now. So hey, Ro, don't go nowhere because I'm about to blow you up. Okay, I'm just giving my testimony. So my sugar level was 541. My A1C was 12, 11.9. So, very high. It was very high, and I've always been chunky. Cute though. I've always been chunky. I've had some incidences where the doctor said you're borderline diabetic, but it has never gone that high. And I've always, dropped a few pounds and it went back down. I was fine. Um, so, as my sisters would say, it was a hard stop, right? My life just stopped, literally. And then the doctor told me, he said, well, I don't want to really scare you, Mrs. Leftwich, but the truth is you could die. So I need you to go to the ER. So not only was my sugar high, I had some other levels that were high, some levels that were low, and I'm just working. I'm just working through all of it, right? Sugar is high, cholesterol is high, other things are low, like vitamin D, like just to the spectrum, to the left, to the right, like really no middle ground. So get to the hospital. They take me right in. They do the test. They do that little COVID test up your nose. Thank God it was COVID free. And I ended up staying overnight in the hospital. The doctor called my husband, said we can release her today, but however, my husband said, nope, I don't want you to release her today. I need you to figure out what's going on. And so they kept me. So I stayed overnight, about a day and a half in the hospital. And let me tell you something. If I ain't never been grateful in my life, I am grateful. Do y'all hear me? Like life changing, hard stop in my life, just because I'm so used to pushing through no matter what my body feels like. But this time I said, nope, I'm going to pay attention. The doctor said, Miss Leftwich, you could die. If I would have kept going, I could have went into a diabetic coma if I would have kept eating, all that type of stuff. So went to the hospital. They put me on insulin 4 times a day. The shot, like a needle, 4 times a day. And so I knew right then and there, I said, okay, this is not happening. I said, oh no, this is not happening. But it took me about 2 weeks to really even gather my thoughts and gather myself, because I wasn't fearful, because I was like, Lord, if I was going to die, I would have died, right? But I had to reevaluate. It was a hard stop to reevaluate, not so much stop what I was doing, but the truth is I started speeding up what I was doing, but stopping in the area of natural things, if that makes sense. So that one of the reasons why I haven't been live, because me and God just been chit chatting, talking. I've been slowing a lot of things down up here, if that makes sense. So that was December. Christmas came, all that stuff. I changed my diet totally. Do y'all tell the difference? Like I was just looking at my lives from last November, and I look like my face looks so chunky. I'm down 20 pounds. For the last 3 weeks, my sugar has been normal, between 70 to 90. I go back February 12th to the doctor. That will be my 6 weeks checkup, and more than 6 weeks out, but that's my time to go back. And I know it's going to be a great result. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Sharon. So I know it's going to be a great result. Now, all of that to say, I am here. I am working. I am well, and whatever I had put off before, forget about it. So let's get to it. So that's my catch up, right? So don't get me wrong, I'm not sad, none of that. I did rest like a week and a half. And anybody who knows me knows that's not really normal, you know. So I did rest, and I thank God for my bishop, my brother, my sister-in-law, Dr. Cynthia McInnes, my family, my husband. I thank God for my husband, because one thing he did say when I came home from the hospital, he was like, "Okay, babe, you gotta change your diet. We're all changing." So he put the whole house. Hey, Jeremiah, he put the whole house. Thank you. He put the whole house on this new way of living. So now the kids have had some things here and there, but for the most part, you know, everybody done dropped weight in the house. And I thank God for my husband. He says, you know, babe, we're gonna do this with you. We all need to drop some weight anyway, so it's fine. We all gonna do this because you gotta live. And so I'm grateful to you, Arthur Leftwich, if you're watching or if you watch the replay. And just my church family, everybody's just, you know, concerned, like, no, have a seat. Because even with the insulin, I did not realize, well, one, I didn't realize how bad I was feeling the whole time. And when you start feeling better, you realize, yeah, I was really feeling bad a lot of this time. So that's something to get used to. Then with the insulin, after I would take it, it was like I could be like real vibrant, and then the thing would just bring me right on down, right? And so I'm grateful to my church family. I'm grateful to everyone. Ro, you know, he calls. He's like, "You all right?" Shamel, everybody. Alicia, she's like, "Listen, me and Alicia got this thing. I'm eating 5 carrots." That's what I tell her. She's like, "What you eating?" 5 carrots. You know, rabbit food. But I'm eating a little bit more than 5 carrots. But I'm not going too far. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So, but in the meantime, in the background, we were still working. And if you have been seeing my posts, I have been declaring that we will publish, we will help 100, 100 men and women write and publish their books this year. And so I started off with saying how I did 90 live videos in November. And my good friend, hey Tiff, hey Toya, my good friend, Elder Designate Tracy Hines said, you know what? You know what, Pastor Wanza? She said, I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to publish 100 people this year. She said, because just like you said that you were going to do the 90 videos in November, you did that. And so I'm here. First of all, shout out to the first 2 of the year. Y'all ready? Drum roll. Somebody give me some hand claps. Hand claps. Hand claps. Y'all hear lyric clapping in the background? Hand claps. First book of 2021. Who's that handsome guy on the cover? It is Domain Romar Freeland. Domain Romar Freeland. He is the first official published author of 2021. He is number 1. So guys, I want y'all to really go and support. Let me tell y'all something about Ro. Ro, if you know anything about Amazon, you can become a bestseller, right? So Ro made the top 100 in his category, officially a bestseller. This is how we do it over here, right? Officially a bestseller. Confessions of a Church Boy. He will tell you that when you read this, you're going to cry. Everybody who has been reading this book has shed a tear or two. It's Confessions of a Church Boy by Domain Romar Freeland. Look it up on Amazon. He's right here. Hit him up in his inbox if you want to order it, and he'll autograph it for you. Hit him up. Tell him you want a copy. He'll mail you out a copy. So he is number 1 of 2021. He is the first of the 100 courageous authors that we are publishing this year. And so shout out to you, Romar. I pray that you continue to do well. I want you to take over that category. I want you to get to number 1 in your area. Shout out to Romar Freeland. Then somebody's book dropped today. Miss Paulette Elliott. Let me see if she's Let me text her and see if she'll get on here. Let me see. Somebody text Paulette or tag Paulette. Okay. Well, thank you, Roma. So, dun, 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 dun. Paulette Elliott cookbook. Taste the love. Now, don't mind this. This is my proof copy. So when you order from Amazon, when you order a proof copy, it'll put right here, not for resale. So that's the only reason why this is crossed out across her face. But she has the actual copy. You know, the regular copies won't have that, right? So don't that just make you want to eat? Look at those jams. Wait a minute, let me move it over. Do y'all see that? I just want y'all to see that. She has this thing. You see at the bottom, she has the what is it? The shrimp something, stuffed shrimps or something like that. Then it's the pecan pie, and that's ham at the top. Then there's some crab. I think it's crab coleslaw. I think. But she came out today. Stephanie, bring me Auntie Paulette seasonings. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy says so vibrant. So she is number 2. Remember, this is not going to be on your book. So she's on Amazon. So you guys have homework today. I need you to order Domain Romar Freeland's book, and I need you to order Taste the Love. So this is her cookbook. Now she did a live today. She didn't open it. So I'm not going to open it. She said, in order to see what's inside, you have to buy it, right? And so I totally agree with that. And her cookbook is different. It's really a tribute to her family. And so it's different. You got recipes, but you also have some stories behind the recipes. And so she worked really, really hard on this. This is the first of many. She's actually working on another one. Do you see that? Paulie's Love Catering presents Taste the Love. And so that's her, and then it has her bio on the back. And so let me see. I don't want to show y'all all of it. I'll just flip. But number 1 and number 2. Y'all see that? Number 1 and number 2. Congratulations to Domain Romar Freeland and Paulette Elliott Johnson. I'm so excited for you guys. And Paulette is actually, I look at the stats, and Paulette, you can tell people are starting to buy the book because her ranking is going down. And so, but when the ranking goes down, that really means it's going up, right? So let me see. Yep. So she should be in her top 100 in her category soon. So y'all go out and purchase. Katrina, you said you want to be number 10. You inbox me, right? I'm going to inbox you right after this. And so there's another person on here. Faith Smallwood Symphony is saying hi, y'all, but she's not properly dressed, so she better not come in front of this computer. Oh, I'm sorry. Symphony is trying to tell me that she is number 3. But I think Faith is going to beat you out on that one. All right. Because Faith is just about done. So, I'm snoring. Sorry, y'all. So that's Faith Smallwood, right? She's in this feed. Faith is, please don't hurt yourself. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll announce it. My kids that came in here like, no, I'm number 3. I'm number this. I'm number that. Faith Smallwood, I think, will be number 3, either 3 or 4, depending on who gets finished first. And so yeah, we're rocking out this year. And so listen, if you want to be one of the 100, I'm calling it 100 courageous authors, because some people have been wanting to write a book for a whole year, 5 years, 10 years, and I understand that, because I haven't written. There was a time that I didn't write in like 10 years. So I understand gaps, I understand delays, I understand all of that. But what I do understand is that, and see, in my downtime, God gave me a team. Shout out to my team. I'm not going to say her name because y'all not going to run her down. But shout out to my team. Hey, Neff. Shout out to my team and my downtime and the lady McCann said this is a perfect setup for God. It gave me time to think. It gave me time to really process, which I've been doing that for like the last 2 years. Shout out to me. I got a new book coming out, hopefully around March. And um, so it gave me time to really process and really think and say, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop or are you going to keep moving? And I was going to stop. And then I said, you know what? This is what I know how to do. Let me really go for it, right? And so this is the business lesson of all of this. You have the talent in an area, but sometimes you skip in and out. Sometimes you skip in and out. And to me, it was let's just go for it, right? Like the old saints used to say, let's see what the end is going to be. I know what the end is going to be. I'm going to have 100 of you guys publishing this year, taking 3 months out of the year to publish. That's all it takes. Usually 3 to 6 months. But now that I have a team, 3 to 6 months, and we're going to be done. You're going to be published. And so if you are interested in that, I'm so serious. I don't care if you're doing makeup. I don't care if you are a doctor. From makeup to doctors to everybody can write a book. And I believe if you're in business, you should have a book because that's an additional stream of income. It's an additional stream of income. It's just a smart business move. I know some of us are writing books because God told us to write a book, and you better write it because if God told you to write a book, you better write it, right? And be obedient. And with that, if you are in business, you should have a book about your business. Like Paulette is a cook. So she has a cookbook. D. Romar Freeland has his own business. He has a Freeland Family Enterprise. This book is about his family, how his family came to be, how he grew up in church, and the different things that happened. You need another source of income, and the book is the best way to get another source. Let me tell you something. Let me explain this. Forever income. Okay? When you write a book, you have income forever. Not only do you have income, but Naomi can sell this book and Tati can sell this book. Do you understand what that means? Your children can benefit from one book that you wrote. They can sell it until the day that Jesus comes back. You can leave it in your family will. You can, hey princess, how you doing? You can leave it in your family will. You can, it's part of your products, right? So you always have income. Always have income. Me, for helping you, I get paid once. You get paid over and over and over and over again. So that's the benefit of writing a book. If you want to be one of the 100, Katrina has inboxed me. Neff is on the list. Like, I'm literally taking a list, y'all. Like, that's how serious I am. After when we do our consultation, I say, okay, so are you committed to publishing this year? Because I'm not talking about 2022. I'm talking about 2021. I will need you to be published this year. And if they say yes, I write you down on the list. And so right now we are at a call today. We are at 19. And so I guess, Katrina, you're going to be 20. Tiffany, 21. Neff, you're already on the list. So I'm excited. So anybody have any questions? Oh, here is the seasonings. So you see that? Can y'all see it? Let me open this one. So these are Paulie's Love all-purpose seasoning. Hey, Tiffany Newsom. Thank you. She has her pink Himalayan sea salt. Then we have the garlic and herb rub. And so she has a video of her actually mixing these together by hand. Hey, Erica, I got your message. I'm going to inbox you right after this broadcast. And so which one is this? Oh, this is all-purpose seasoning. This one is all-purpose with pepper. This one is the garlic and herb rub. And then the all natural pink Himalayan sea salt. And so these are part of Paulie's Love catering along with her cookbook. And then you have, for those of you who just came in, Confessions of a Church Boy by Demaine Romar Freeland. So if you guys have any questions, I will definitely take some questions. I haven't been on here so long. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. But I am grateful that I am alive. I am grateful. Trina said, I am doing it because I've let fear stagnate me too long. Absolutely. I understand that. And we're going to get that right on out the way. Faith, inbox her or text her. Do you have her number? Because we're still working on her. We're still working on her page where everything will be for sale. But if you do want the seasonings or the cookbook directly from her, you can just inbox Paulette. You can just inbox her, Paulette Johnson Elliott, and she'll send it to you. And that's another thing that we do. We help. You don't have to stop. So I have books and business, right? So you can learn how to market your book online. So if you publish with me, so let's hey Paulette, she's here. So let's just clear the air on this term. If you publish with me, I don't own any rights to your book. I don't take any rights from you. As I said, it's a one-time fee, and I am very reasonable. I am below market, so I've been told from my mentors. But I have a reason for that, right? You still have to invest in yourself. However, it's not a lot. Like, don't even let money. Remember, you have a book forever. You will recoup what you put out, right? You will recoup what you put out. Like, you will recoup what you put out. And for those of you who are just joining us, Paulette Elliott is on the line right now. And D Rowe is on the line right now. D Rowe said, I am extremely reasonable. I believe I'm reasonable. We offer payment plans. Hey, Tracy. We offer payment plans. And this is the thing. This is the thing, too. I've been there where I have wanted to do something and did not have the funds to do it, but need to do it in order to get new funds. Does that make sense? Like, I needed this, but I didn't have the funds to do it. And one of my coaches is actually a couple who coached me into some of these things that I know in terms of the internet and marketing. They were so gracious to let me put a down payment and then work out the payment plans after that. Everybody doesn't do that. And I learned from them. And I'm talking about, these are people that make over $100,000 to $200,000 a month. They didn't need my low payment plan money. They didn't need my money. Y'all hear me? They didn't need my money. But they were willing to share what they knew. But they knew I needed to invest in myself. You have to invest in yourself. You cannot be afraid to invest in yourself, because this is the thing. When your book if you don't invest in yourself, when your book come out, don't expect you understand what I'm saying? You can't expect people to invest in you if you don't invest in yourself first. So that being said, Paulette, what did you say? She says she's so happy and satisfied. Hard work pays off. And so I'm so excited. Tracy is on here. I've published Tracy's book. I'm just excited. Anybody have any questions? So I am at 19, officially 19 people and that's what I was saying too. Oh, Paulette, I showed you seasonings. I got one right. So when my kids came in, hey Denise, when my kids came in, Symphony was trying to tell you that she's writing a book. Symphony's writing a book. Lyric is writing a book. And also the good deacon off the left, which is writing a book. We are not going to publish 100 authors and my family not be a part. So they are 3 in the number. It's 1, 2, 3. And I'm also writing another book this year. And so why are we doing this? Why not? Why not? Like, why not? What's holding you back? Let's talk about it. I got a few minutes. Let's talk about it. Oh, and if you're in books and business, where I teach you how to sell your book and Make more money from your book. We have class tomorrow at 11. At 11 a.m. We have class tomorrow. So listen, any questions? This is your time to ask. That's right. Invest in yourself. That's right, Tracy. You become immortal. Think about all the books that you've read or that you know about people, and they have already passed on. We read books all the time from people that have already passed on, but their words have been living. Your words live forever. Denise, I'm going to put the link up. This is a monthly membership. Thank you for asking. I'm going to put it. It's a monthly membership. It's called Books in Business. And you can go to my website at wanzalethwich.org. It's a monthly membership where we talk about, you receive one masterclass a month. Tomorrow's masterclass is how to create your money map. How to create your money map. You get one masterclass a month, and you also get one Q&A session where you can ask anything that you would like, and I will answer it. You also receive membership into the private membership group on Facebook, and you can ask your questions all month long, and I will answer them. We're off on the weekends. My group is pretty quiet. However, my group is, they're kind of quiet in the group, but they also inbox me. So they're getting what they need. And so I'm excited about that. When I told them that I was about to shut down, I got so many messages nicely telling me off. They was like, no, you can't shut down. So I just reevaluated. I said, okay. We'll just I said we'll just keep going. So hey, Overseer Kim, thank you. Thank you, Ro. So the weight loss looks amazing. Thank you. And the hair. Come on here. Right, Princess. E. Jerome Dickey. His books are sold out everywhere. And I was sorry to hear of his passing. He passed, and I believe Toni Morrison passed. And people gonna read their books forever. Maya Angelou. People, just make your mark, right? What's the sense of living and not making your mark? Make your mark. Put in let me see the dedication from Mama, I got money in your book. I got money in your book. Let me see. This is what in the acknowledgments. This is what D. Romar said in his acknowledgments in the book to me, right? And I was so touched by this. He don't even know. But I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you in public. Said, last but not least, to the person who pushed and helped me to make this dream a reality, Wanza Leftwich, my prayer for you is that God grants you your heart's desire. You are my ambassador and the reason for me being able to leave a legacy for my children and my children's children. That thing, when I saw that, I was like, he writing that about me. Like, I am his ambassador and the reason for him being able to leave a legacy. When you put things on paper, in print, can nothing outdo this. I'm trying to tell you, nothing outdoes this. Nothing outdoes this. And so, hey Sandy, yeah, I came back on to catch up with everybody. Nothing, put it in paper. Put it on paper, bind it up, let your family have it. His grandchildren are going to read this book. They're going to know where they came from for this book. Paulette's grandchildren. First of all, Paulette done changed somebody's life. Somebody's husband is about to be happy because Paulette decided to put her recipes in a book, right? Somebody going to learn how to cook. Somebody going to learn how to change their life. Somebody is going, your impact can be forever. It can be generational. The impact that you have. So I like to break it down like this. So if I take Paulette's, my child is over here with salmon. Y'all, this is my house. She's making salmon tonight. So if I take a recipe, right? We talking about salmon? Let's talk about salmon. If I take Paulette's recipe for salmon in here, right? If I take her recipe and learn how to make it, And then I teach Symphony, or Symphony learns how to make it because she's probably going. Symphony does most of the cooking in the house now. Um, when Symphony get older and have children, she's going to teach her children how to make it. But it's Paulette's recipe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Church boy, Confessions of a Church Boy. When Naomi gets older, that's his daughter, she can read this to her children, right? And she can tell them this is where your pop came from. She can teach them the lessons. The lessons that she learns from here will travel from generations to generations. If I read this book, right? I read this book. I had a new appreciation. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciated Romar Freeland anyway, but I had a new appreciation for how he loves his family. It gave me a new appreciation for him, and it also gave me a new appreciation for my family. It turned my heart to say, Wanza, family is very important. Like, I know that anyway, but it just settled it even more. So if reading his book settles something even more in my spirit, makes me more loving, makes me more understanding, gives me a new perspective on the value of family, and then I change something within my household, that's generational. I feel like speaking in tongues. That's generational, right? Because how I treat my children, and then that's how they'll treat their children. I heard this story, and I have a plate right here. I have a plate. Y'all like my new plates? You know, y'all like my new plates? Listen. Anywho, don't mind me. Birthday behavior loading. Wednesday is my birthday, y'all. Birthday behavior is loading. But anyway, I heard this story about how, at Thanksgiving they would make the ham. And so everybody always cut off the end of the ham. And so finally one year somebody said, well, why do you cut off the end of the ham? And the truth was, she said because her mother cut off the end of the ham. Well, grandma, why do you cut off the end of the ham? Because my mother cut off the end of the ham. Do you know the only reason why they cut off the end of the ham? Not so the seasoning could get in it, not so the juice and the flavor could flavor the rest of the ham. It's because great grandma's pot was too short. Her pan wasn't long enough for the whole ham. So she would cut off the edge of it so she could place it in the pot because she wanted to use that same pot. Now, if something like that can go from generation to generation, they thought it had some type of significance. It didn't, but it was passed down. Now you got a book that can change lives. What you write can change lives. God, I thank you. You have been belittling what God has given you. That's why you haven't wrote the book. You have been belittling it. I'm trying to have a hard time saying it. You know what I'm saying. You've been watering down your purpose. You've been watering down what God has given you. You've been watering down because it may not seem like anybody else's book. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a thick book, short book. It matters who wrote the book, and that's you. You have been making too light of what God has given you. And when you realize, and I promise you, when COVID-19 hit, and we went into the pandemic, and I remember it. We went into the pandemic, we went into the quarantine around March, and then, everybody was like up all night, and we're talking on the phone, and we're doing this, and all of that stuff, and that lasted about 2 weeks, people cooking in the middle of the night. We didn't even know the time because everybody was just up all times of night. And then it happened to be about mid-April, and I heard on the news, and then somebody else said, well, it doesn't look like we're coming out of quarantine till June. I said, what? What are you talking about? June? It's April. May, June. You talking about I got 2.5 months to be in the house? And it was in that moment, it was like I felt God like say, get up, do something, and do it now. Because nowhere in the world you're going to waste this time doing nothing. And so what God showed me back in April of 2020, he showed me my value. That's why I went live. Y'all know, if y'all been rocking with me for a minute, we were live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Why 9 p.m.? Because virtual church was at 7. Sometime it went over into 8 o'clock, 8:15. So by 9 p.m., everything was clear. Monday through Friday, we were rocking it out at 9 p.m. You have to know your value. God, I thank you. You have to know it. You have to know it. If God took time, he told Jeremiah, before I placed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I ordained you. I sanctified you. I set you apart. If God did all of that, it was his doing that we would be here. Back to the Confessions of a Church Boy. He knew that D. Romar Freeland was going to be here. He knew that he was going to go through some situations, but that did not lessen his value. That did not, if anything, the value increases when God has his hand on your life. Your value is, you are so valuable to God. First of all, the sperm that met the egg, and then you actually arrived here, that was God's doing. And that right there came, that right there took the fear out of things, right? Because it's like, oh no, I'm fearful to speak. I'm fearful to talk. And maybe I won't do this. Maybe I won't go for the big thing. Why not? God decided that you would be here. He decided who your mother would be, who your father would be, where you would grow up, what century you would be in, what decade you would be born, if you would still be living right now for this time, this day, this purpose, and you have decided to close your mouth and not write a book. Why? Because you don't feel like you can write? We have editors for that. You don't know any graphic artists? I got you covered. You don't have any money? It's not that expensive. Call those things that be not as though they were. Lord, you told me to write this book, or Lord, I want to write this book. Let the money and the finances come. You have stopped yourself and you don't even know how much I charge. I'm claiming all of y'all right now. You stopped yourself. You don't even know how much I charge. You don't even know what the payment plan will be. You don't even know. But you have stopped yourself from doing something that can change your life, that can change your lifestyle. See, the thing that I have realized with Christians, we have this subculture. Hey, Denise. We have this subculture, right, Tracy? Then the Midnight Nuggets came. Woo, we had some good Midnight Nuggets. We have this subculture in Christianity where we believe God, but then we don't. We preach, but then we don't. We go home and don't believe what we preached about. We encourage others, but then we don't believe it for ourselves. It's time out for that. Either we're going to believe him and we're going to keep it moving. We're going to believe him and we're going to keep it moving. Oh, yeah, Katrina, I come for the excuses. Because I had a whole bunch of them. Right? Who's been rocking with me for the last year? At least the last year. With my lives and stuff. What do we say? It's a no shame, no regret. We don't point fingers on this broadcast. We've all fallen short. We've all disobeyed God. We've all procrastinated. So I don't throw any type of stones on this broadcast. Hey, Cola, praying for you and your family. We don't throw stones on this broadcast at all, because we all messed up somewhere. But when you get to know your value, when you sit back and say, wait, so God created me, specifically me, how I look, my eyes, my nose, my hips, my arms. He created me, my voice, my fingerprints are unique. He knows the number of hairs that are on my head. So why would he tell me to do something that would bring me to my own demise? He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. You got to understand he's not going to do that. And when you understand that fear is it's overrated. And the Bible says, and I know people say it all the time, feel the fear and do it anyway. Be afraid and do it anyway. The Bible does not say that. The Bible does not. The Bible, he told Joshua, do not be afraid. Be strong, be courageous. Only be thou strong and only be thou courageous. He didn't say, I know you're going to be fearful, but don't fear, but do it anyway. He didn't say that. That's not Bible. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. I get the sentiment. Like, you may be fearful, but I'm going to do this anyway. I get that. But get to the point where there is no fear, because God is with you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. He told Joshua, wherever the sole of your feet trod, I'm going to be with you. You're going to be able to have it. You're going to be able to conquer it. And when Joshua lost battles, he went back to God and said, why did I lose battles? And God said, this is why you lost the battle, because you have somebody in the camp that's being disobedient. God will give you an answer. You are valuable to him. What you do on this earth gives him glory. It draws souls. Anybody have any questions? Woo. I missed y'all. Any questions? Any questions? Amen, India. Any questions? I'll wait around for a couple of minutes. I know it's a delay. Yes, Denise Hicks. We are excited. So, guys, you can go to my website. It's wanzalefridge.org. If you want to jump in books and business and start learning and training, you can do that. If you want to schedule a consultation with me, you can do that as well. That is on my website. It is a one-time fee, and I will get you straight, give you a plan for your writing, publishing, and I want to secure all of the 100 by September. Because if you sign up in September, then you need 3 months to publish, at least, at minimum, 3 to 6 months. So spread the word. If you hear someone that's saying they want to write a book, tell them, listen, be a part of the 100. Be a part of the 100. Thank you, Trace. So it's good to be here. I done chopped my hair off. I'm down a few pounds, and God is good. If those of you who are just joining, I gave my testimony about how, excuse me, about how I was sick in December. But God is a healer. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Katrina, your 13-year-old son is going to write a book? Awesome. Shannon Denise is interested in writing a book. Send them my way. I promise you I will take care of your people. I will take care of you. And so my website and everything is being revamped as well. And I'm going to be putting up testimonials from current clients, and they sent them to me, and it's just had me in tears. Princess said, thank you for tagging people, Tracy. So you helped me so much tonight. I've been so broken in my spirit since the passing of my granddaughter last month. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences and prayers to you. And that's, I was just thinking, let's be, 2020 was a hard year, and a lot of death, a lot of sorrow. And even just on a daily basis, a lot of people have passed this year. The passing of loved ones is hard. So let's be prayerful, and let's make our mark in the land. Let's not be fearful of death, but let's be prayerful. Let's look out for one another. Let's love one another. Let's be legacy minded. Let's build. Let's help build one another. Let's help build. Let's help build. So Katrina, your son. Oh, awesome. So Symphony is writing a book. I told you guys, all right? Symphony's writing a book. Lyric is writing a book. Yeah. And y'all hear Lyric? She's like, yeah. Yeah. And the good Deacon Arthur Leftwich is writing a book as well. So let's be praying for Princess. Thank you, Tracy. Let's be praying for her. You're welcome. Anyone have any questions? If you want to sign up for Books and Business, you can feel free to do so. You'll be let into the group, and I'll add you to our Facebook group, and you can join us tomorrow for our class. We are talking about money maps. If you are already in Books and Business, the information is in the group already. If you want to return back to Books and Business, you already know what to do. Go to the website, wanzalefridge.org. Once again, congratulations to D. Romar Freeland. Confessions of a Church Boy, and Paulette Elliott, number 1 and number 2 of this year. And so we have 98 more to go. Some are already in the works. We have 19 people committed to publishing. I have some inboxes that I need to respond to, so I know that's going to go up tonight as well. So I'm excited. I'm excited. My birthday is Wednesday, 27th. 27th. Cody is writing the book. Tell Cody to hit me up. Come on, Katrina. Y'all both hit me up. Yeah. So my birthday is next Wednesday, and I'm celebrating. I'll be 47. I know I don't look it right. I'll be 47 next Wednesday. Taking all gifts. Taking all gifts. I promise you, I'm taking them all. There used to be a time I wouldn't even say that, but I promise you, there is no shyness over here. And I used to be one of the shyest people you could probably ever meet. But when you live long enough and you realize who you are in God, listen, y'all stop throwing away y'all gifts and letting, oh, no, you don't have to. Let the people bless you. Let the people bless you. They want to send you a cash app, let them send you a cash app. Stop being so hard on the people. You want to send somebody a cash app, send them a cash app. Let the Lord bless your life. Let the Lord bless your life. All hearts and minds clear. I love you guys. So inbox me, tag a friend, let them know we are publishing. The Leftwich Group is publishing 100 people this year. 100. That is my confession. Also, if you have not downloaded, thank you, Tracy. Tracy said you could be a blessing in advance. Hallelujah. So serious, though. You could be a blessing in advance. My cash app is Ask One Z, not Wanza, but One Z. Declare the word. And if you want the free ebook, it's Courageous Confessions. Courageous Confessions ebook, that is free to everyone. If you do download it, the only thing I do ask is that if you want to share it with someone, give them the link so they can download it themselves. Okay? Just give them the link so they can download it themselves. And so that's it. That's it for me. I'll wait another second or two to make sure you guys are okay. So you can go to bit.ly/declare the word. The link is there, so you can press right on the link and you can receive your free ebook. If you want to sign up for Books in Business or schedule a consultation, you can go to my website, which is wanzaleftwich.org. If you are already in writing the book and you're in the coaching stage, meaning you want my help, my tips, schedule a consultation. For those of you who are considering being part of the 100, inbox me and I will send you a different link for a free 15-minute consultation. And so I don't do any strategy, but I do assess your need and I can tell you where we'll go from there. So that one is free for 15 minutes. And yeah, so I look forward to hearing from you guys. I love you. And my birthday is next Wednesday, but as Tracy said, you can be a blessing in advance and you can cash out Wanzi, Ask Wanzi. I love you guys. Take care. You have been a blessing in my life. Again, Confessions of a Church Boy by Demaine Romar Freeland and Taste the Love Cookbook by Paulette Elliott Johnson. Both available today. Love you guys. Take care. Have a great night. I will talk to you soon.